Well, we've done some trivia. We've talked about movies. Let's have some conversation.
Okay. First, I'm gonna just get your general knowledge of the year we just had.
Okay.
Okay. Out of all the movies that we've seen in 2024, what movie grossed the least?
The least?
Yeah. Of the movies that we've seen. That we reviewed.
Like profit margin wise, or just did not make
Worldwide gross.
worldwide gross?
This number astounds me.
Are you going to give us a list of movies
No.
to choose from?
Just what movie do you think just didn't make it?
I'm gonna look up
I can cut this out. Yeah. You can look at your...
Madam Web, I think. Probably didn't make money.
I'm going to say Joker 2.
Joker 2. And you're thinking ballpark, what did they make worldwide?
Globally, I don't know, like 50 million.
20.
Okay. The answer, from what I can tell from what we reviewed, was The Crow at 24 million.
Oh,
Worldwide.
wow.
Yeah, but I don't think it had, like... I don't
That
know
was
why
like
they thought that would be appealing to everybody, because it was a very cult movie to begin with.
Cult following movie, yeah.
But you, put it out, any movie for one night, it makes more than $24 million.
Oh
Yeah.
no, some movies make $1 million on opening day. Like,
Especially for a cult classic, you thought it would have just taken off.
well, I'm just, like, for me, Joker 2, after making $1 billion, how much they lost,
I think they
on
made
that
like
second
250 million or something.
and it cost that to make.
Yeah, they broke even.
No, they lost money. Advertising and all that, they lost
Okay,
money.
out of all the movies that we reviewed, what movie grossed the most in 2024? Worldwide.
Something that didn't take a lot of money to make.
No, grossed.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, like profit.
Oh, okay.
Did any many movies make $1 billion this year?
I'm gonna say Deadpool Wolverine.
I think that was number 2.
That would have been my guess. Wicked, possibly.
No, it came out too soon. Like too
Too
recently.
late. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Inside Out 2. Made 1.6 billion.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was because there was nothing else. And it was a well done movie. Just I didn't think entertaining for kids, but I guess it was.
Veering away from movies. What will you do differently in 2025?
Why are you looking at me?
You're first.
What will I do differently in 2025?
This isn't a resolution. This is just something that you know you're gonna do differently. You intend.
I'm gonna be a little more health conscious. 2025.
I am not going to gain as much weight on cruises as I normally do. I'm making an active effort not to gain weight on cruises. I just started it on my last 2. Did not gain. I gained like 2 pounds. That was it.
Okay, so because this came up, I was going to ask you this directly. Okay. A few years ago, we went on a cruise, and we were disgusted with ourselves, and we said we should make a weight loss challenge. And every Monday, we text each other in a group chat, and we say our successes and our failures. But you were gone this whole year.
Yeah.
The whole year.
Well, I mean, I read your texts.
So, does it not interest you? Or do you think you're going to actually achieve what you set out to achieve?
I don't like to advertise my failures. And so I had a lot of failures this year.
Yeah, but it can't be a
weight-wise.
failure if you don't try.
Well, yeah, I know. But
The failure is not to try.
right? But this year, it's going to be a different...
It's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Starting January 1st.
January 1st, yeah.
He's been telling
Unlikely.
us. He's been telling us January
No,
1st.
Jan 1. Yeah.
January 2nd.
No, January
Because
1st.
January 1st is a day off.
And
Well,
it's
we'll
New
see.
Year's.
We'll see.
Okay. Now this one's for you.
Okay.
Okay, we went on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on the MSC
Seascape.
Seascape, and it was in the yacht club, and that's the luxury area. And we had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Great time. And then you went on it again.
Yeah.
In the yacht club. But in the 2 videos you made about our really good time, some people said, "Oh, Don, you shouldn't. Like, we're not used to you doing paid videos. Like, you're just shilling for them." So, You went on again,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to give you an opportunity to say, listen, I'm not shilling because my experience was actually a little bit different this time. Was it different this time?
It was a little different. There were some misses on this one that didn't happen on the last one, but the food was still terrific. The entertainment was still the same. My room steward was terrific. The room was great. So all that was still the same. It's just little things that happened that I notice on this one that I didn't. But they also had a change of staff, and they were just bringing on new people.
Like what kind of things?
Well, like we went to high tea.
Which is what?
It's your tea service. You did it with me.
Yeah, but they don't know what it is.
Okay, but they bring you like 6 different types of tea. They explain how to tell the differences, how to make them strong, to make them weak, etc. Great, they did all that. Never gave us any cups for the tea. Like I'm sitting there going,
How do we say? How
do I
try
pour
it?
this into my mouth? Like I had to ask for cups. Didn't have to ask for cups on the first cruise. But for some reason they seemed short-staffed on the week I was there.
Oh, the cup guy got left behind.
Even
running on the pier.
even at dinner, there wasn't as many people running around in the yacht club serving people. Like when we sat down to have breakfast, how many times did they come by with bread and rolls?
Oh, it's 4 different people.
We saw them once. So it wasn't because they weren't doing it. There just seemed to be less people doing it right now. So I think they were in the middle of a change, and or some people were sick or something, and I caught them on that week. And
That's unfortunate because just recently, like I can't say one bad thing about my experience.
Like it was a minor thing. They got me cups. It was just, but I mean, we didn't have to ask for cups when we went. But it wasn't because they were particularly looking after us and everything like that. I think it was they were just a little short-staffed this time because the staff was wonderful for drinks. They were bringing us drinks all the time and running around, but that was not the issue at all. And as far as people saying, "Oh, you're shilling," no, because I made them change the contract that I can say whatever I want, and I had not had a good time. And you had your own videos, and you had nothing but rave reviews.
Yeah, but they don't watch mine.
That's true. But they're on this channel, so maybe they are.
No, the 4 people that watched your video really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, yeah. And they did pay for my review. Had I turned in the video and said nothing but bad things, you just never would have seen the video. It was their choice to put it out or not. But I got to say what I want, and I enjoyed myself immensely on that cruise. So much so I booked it again, and I paid for it. So it must have meant that I had a good time.
Yeah. I like it. I honestly don't want to cruise any other way.
Now you're part of the yacht club.
What was the best thing about 2024?
The best thing about 2024? Spending time with you.
I get that.
I don't. For me, it's just the places I got to see again this year. Again, Greenland, Iceland, brand new cruise ships. I enjoy this so much. That's great. Every year it's a different experience.
I'd say the best thing about 2024 is I'm in a fairly new relationship with Tanya, and like blending our families, like getting to know her side of the family and her getting to know my side of the family. That was good. That was good this year.
Was that all 2024, or was that started in the year before?
The blending of the maybe a little bit before, but more so this year.
Okay. Mine was obviously the yacht club. I had a lot of fun on that cruise, and we finally got my son a job at our company. So he's young, and we've applied to places like Walmart or wherever. They're not hiring my son. They're hiring different kinds of certain people.
Yeah.
And we've gotten like 20 rejections.
Yeah.
And there's new people starting every day there. But we finally got him into our company, and he's having a good time. So that was a good thing.
Good.
And the yacht club.
And the yacht club.
And what was the worst thing about 2024?
Worst thing about 2024 is probably all the crap movies that came out.
That was the worst thing about the whole year?
I mean, the year itself was a decent year.
For me, it's just the whole situation of how Canada is right now.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah. Like,
I'll have to agree with that.
like the whole turmoil of people hate our government now, to the point where people who loved our government hate our government.
Well,
and
our government is trying to expel the leader. Like,
well, because they know they can't win. It's self-preservation is what that is for the Liberal Party. But I mean, people can't afford food. We brought in 3 million people last year to a country of only 37 million.
Oh, I don't think it was that many.
It was 3 million total.
Really?
Yeah, not just immigration, like everybody, total 3 million new people. We only build houses enough for 180,000 people. I mean,
we're already short.
And we're already like, no wonder we can't
afford food, and they're adding another carbon tax. This is the
Yeah.
carbon tax fourth. So everything is increased like 68% of the cost, and this is to save the world and the environment.
Yeah, which Canada has no impact on at all.
Yeah, and like we have a guy in power that nobody likes, not even his own party, and he's only in there because another guy that nobody likes props him up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now he says he's not going to prop him up, but only after it's too late to knock him out of the government for Christmas and the holidays.
Well,
and
it's too late to not give him his pension.
exactly. Like I have never been more cynical of government than I have been of these
Oh, they're
people
slimos.
like I literally, if I was to, I've met prime ministers in the past. I've had jobs with CBC News. I've met them. I've talked to them. I would literally punch this one in the face. I hate him so much.
Do you remember growing up in the 80s and 90s, and you thought Canada was the most amazing place in the world?
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed of our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, yeah. And it's sad because we were awesome. On the world stage, we had such respect. Even Americans would go to other countries and wear a Canadian flag so that people would think they're Canadian, so that they'd get the respect that Canadians got.
Yeah.
No.
So that was the worst thing of 2024 for me.
Yeah.
Like, we could have been rid of all this nonsense and started having a better country.
Yeah. Recuperating all the mistakes that this government for 9 years has done.
However, looking forward to 2025,
There's hope.
there is hope.
Yeah. But how many years will it take to fix the problems that they've done?
It's going to take a lot of time to fix it, but at least we will be on a path to fixing it instead of making it worse.
Except you're going to have the people on the other side now going, every
Doesn't
time
matter.
they try and make a cut, they're going to go, oh, look, we told you this is going to happen. We told you this is going to happen.
Listen,
So,
you cannot fix.
Stupid?
Yeah, you have. If listen, I could make policies right now that every day you're going to get $100,000. What? Yeah, that's going to have to be cut. Stuff like that is going to have to be cut because you can't save money by spending money.
But they can.
You can't spend your way out of debt.
We doubled our deficit in a year, and he wants to give away $6 billion more to give everyone $250 because $250 is going to save Canada. Like,
I
talk
spent
about
more than that at Costco.
talk
last week.
about bribing
Oh, yeah.
the country to try and get a vote.
Yeah, it's all bribe.
Like,
Anyway.
it's so ridiculous.
Anyway,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
the worst thing about 2024, Canadian politics, and you said movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
But I'm going to say mostly Canadian politics.
for you, what was the worst thing about 2024? What was the best thing about 2024? And hey, stay away from politics
Yep.
because we know that not everybody agrees on that.
No.
But
American politics had some fun in 2024.
they
Yeah,
had
let's
some fun.
not go anywhere near that.
They had some fun, but let's think about other things.
We like Mark Wahlberg as long as he takes off his shirt. 8, 9.
I'm making that an intro.